Hello Pisces, and welcome to your October reading. So, I meditated on your cards and pulled out the first layer, and here is what Spirit wanted to talk to you about this month. First card that I have is two cards, the Hangman and the Seven of Cups. So the Hangman right away talks about a period where things are kind of on a hold. And it is kind of imposed by the divine so that you can get the clarity of what is really in front of you. Because the Seven of Cups, this is when Venus is trying to come in with love and abundance and all of that. And she's confronted with all of our old pains. Yeah, sorry, boo boo. Okay, that's Mr. Black Buddy, but okay, sorry. Yeah, Venus is confronted with all of our old pains. That didn't take long, did it? Yes, he wasn't offended by him going on the floor. So, this after I have the World. So it's the end of that. The end of that period where maybe when you were looking in front of you, you didn't really know what is out there. Is this a castle in Spain, or is this a snake in the grass? I have a hard time seeing my opportunities because they're mixed with my fantasy and my fears. And then we have, I have to pick under the cat, Three of Wands. So that is having finally our boats coming in towards me. So what we weren't able to perceive here at the beginning of the month, and that the universe kind of put a hold on it so that you can look at that from another angle, so that you can finish the cycle that put you in the fog here, we're going to see, and that you can start receiving. Under the Hangman, we have the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups is our capacity to share emotionally with other people. We go through the Ten of Cups often in our life. Ten of Cups when we were 12, Ten of Cups when we were 20. The more conscious you become, the deeper and the richer your emotions are, the more you can feel what the other is giving you. You can feel love from everything around you. That's the Ten of Cups. So it also marks when we hit the ceiling of, okay, now I've hit the ceiling of what I can receive and share emotionally. I need an Ace of Cups. I need to level up on my stage here. And under that I have the Six of Pentacles. It's all about the giving and receiving. So in a way, being able to invest into yourself to the point where you are overflowing, and therefore being able to share to others your overflow and not your sacrifice. To know that you're enough, that you deserve, that and it has nothing to do with being egotistical or anything like that. It's more the balance of the give and take. But it's almost like if your emotional vibration was kind of preventing you to receive, because you did hit your ceiling here. Under the World, we have the Eight of Cups. So see your ceiling of your capacity of the quality of love that others give to you, and all of that. Here it's the acknowledgement that it's not enough. There's more out there. There is a higher vibration, and I'm going for it. And under that I have the Star, because at that point with the World, you're going to finish a cycle this month where this is going to become obvious for you. And because you're going to kind of ask and be in that inner certitude of, yes, there's more out there and I want it. That's going to align you with your stars. That's going to align you with the universe so that it can start giving to you. And then under our Three of Wands, then I have the Fool, brand new cycle. And under the Fool I have the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands, with this all around, there's like two vibrations in the Nine of Wands. You can be the wounded warrior, or you can be experienced, knowing that yes, life will bring challenges and things like that, but I have what it takes to face it. Sorry. It's just, this is Mr. Black Buddy that is very comfortable with the tarot and just loves it. Okay, so yes, here at this point you're like, yes, things will happen. There will be storms on the sea and there will be high winds, but I can take it because I've got the experience and I know what I'm doing. So that is going to be, instead of having all sorts of worry, anxiety, there it can become the excitement of life. Let's clarify this for Pisces here. I call upon the divine, I call upon the light, I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Pisces for the month of October. Yes. Pisces. So here, let's look at your Hangman. Ooh, okay. High Priestess. Okay, there's like a soul lesson you needed to understand. A decision that you needed to take. Okay, because you had like that Seven of Cups and the Hangman here. This is because you need to take an inner decision about, here, Ten of Wands, Nine of Swords, your past cycle. And here we have the Fool here. Ten of Wands, Ten of Cups. The way you've been carrying yourself, the decisions you've made, the responsibilities you took, everything you put on your shoulders, to a point where you didn't even see where you were going anymore. And that's why you were lost behind the cloud of unknowing here with your emotional projections, because also you've hit your Ten of Cups, your ceiling of how much happiness, love, and all of that you can share with others. And that brings you a lot of anxiety. What is in front of me? What is in front of me? And you have to make a decision here. Let's look at your Ten of Cups. Seven of Wands. And Death. Maybe right now the emotional state is more a question of having to defend your boundaries. What others bring to you is maybe not love and fulfillment and all of that. It's more their willpower, trying to impose their willpower. And you're not comfortable in there. So it is going to be a decision to leave this for your own emotional fulfillment. And where you could start receiving. You're probably in a state right now where you're not receiving much. And here is the Magician. Here is the Nine of Cups. Yes, King of Wands. That first full moon is a full moon in Aries. And that's our willpower. And here the willpower, I want to be happy. I want to be fulfilled. And right now, I can't see past the challenges and what I'm carrying and all of that. And I am not receiving. I am going to choose to manifest abundance and happiness. This is kind of the decision you're making. This is the enlightenment that the hangman has brought over the cloud of unknowing that was in front of you. And that's why you have the world right after. Because the world is the end of that past cycle. And that could arrive around the new moon in Libra, where there'll be that readjustment. Show me the world. Show me the world. For Pisces. Six of Wands. Judgment. You are deciding to acknowledge yourself. You are deciding to recognize. This is recognition. This is, and see with judgment, this is like, yes, I'm gonna go. I acknowledge my value. I understand the lesson. I understand here what I wasn't able to manifest and why. And this is why you're coming back from war. You're coming back. You're gonna come back from a period where you had anxiety, you had heavy responsibilities, you didn't see where you were going, and it was just a loss of your old wounds and things like that. Then we have, under that, we had our Eight of Cups. And Eight of Cups, it is the, yes, there's more out there. And I'm going on that quest with faith, the star. After an awakening here, this is like a rebirth, judgment. This is like, yes, our higher self, inspired by the angel, the trumpet of the angel, is bringing those parts of us that maybe accepted what they shouldn't have accepted and rising them to the occasion here. Let's look at the Eight of Cups. Page of Sword. You understand that it is a truth. You're going on that quest. You will still have to learn and understand and inquire about it. This is like a realization that you're getting. Four of Wands. This is all clear, all obvious, very straightforward that you have to do that. For some of you, you have to leave your home. For some of you, you'll have to leave. This is understanding a bit how the dynamic with people function. Let's look at the star for Pisces. Three of Swords, Five of Swords. Yeah. When it came to, because see, the star is, yes, that moment that we're in faith, in our total integrity, aligned with the divine. That's the end of the cycle, where before here, see, we had heartache and we had Five of Swords, that kind of manipulative energy that we had to deal with, that that could have been trying to figure out our worth and our value through the eyes of the others, and finding out that it wasn't much. That's why self-acknowledgement here changes your perception of who you are and can start allowing you to receive your due, because you will acknowledge yourself. It's a great healing that happens also, because we see a bit, you know, if you wait for the outside world to give you your acknowledgement, you can wait for a very long time. Yes, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but you can only feel it and grasp it and understand it if you acknowledge it yourself. So it starts with self to begin. And so when the other is incapable of seeing your worth, you don't lower your value, because you know who you are. And therefore you're vibrating at a certain level, and you are open and you can receive from the universe. Okay? This is a bit what is going to happen during the month for you. Let's look at your Three of Wands, Pisces. Hermit. Yeah. You found, and here is the World again. It's almost like no more being lost, trying to look outside and in other people's views of us, but having the inner acknowledgement and your inner truth and following that. And that is the path to you receiving. So, end of a cycle on that level. Show me a Fool. Show me the Fool here. Ooh. Ah. Geez, the World again. Five of Swords. So, this is, yeah, they're insisting on this. The world. I'll put it there. With the Five of Swords. If you jump into a situation without having finished your past cycle, you're going to repeat it. The universe is just going to send the same thing. It's going to come and bite your ass. That's why in the old depictions of the Fool, you have some kind of cat or creature with a weird nose that is biting the behind of the Fool. And that is that principle, you know, if don't really finish a past cycle and complete it, understand it, you're going to have to repeat it. So even if you jump with fate down a cliff, it's going to come back to you. So if you give your power to the outside when it comes to your value and your worth and your emotional vibration of how much love you deserve, it's going to come and bite your ass. If you've learned your past cycle and you are following your own star, your own truth. Oop. Okay, there you go. The Hermit, that is going to guide you towards receiving your dues. Let's look at, oh, all right. Nine of Wands. I have the Eight of Pentacles. And here again. Okay, the Star and the Pope. And the Strength here. So the Star and the Pope with the Eight of Wands. Either you are here, I think, in your past cycle where you had to defend yourself because you were attacked. Here you become at one point the wounded warrior, you know, when people tell you stuff and all of that. And the Pope and the Star, we have the Star here. Either what is going to happen is that by finding your own truth, being in your integrity, this is how you're going to open the doors and apply your discernment. So you will not be a wounded warrior anymore. You will be an experienced Pisces. So this is like, okay, I used to look outside for my value, for my acknowledgement, for my happiness. And now I understand that I have to look inside first. And this is what is going to change everything, put me back in my power of equal give and take, where I will be fulfilled and give the overflow, where I will be aligned with my stars and the doors will open for me. That I will be able to start receiving. The universe will start to be able to give to me because I will vibrate inside first. Abundance and all of that. So that's a decision you have to take right at the beginning of the month. The beginning of the month you might come into it a bit in a fog, and that's why you have to take that decision there, to stop trying to look outside but to look inside. So Pisces, I'll write it down as finding your truth, because this is what is going to open all the doors after, like the hermit. So, and that's when the universe can send you those wishes, those beautiful, the star. A star emanates its own light. It doesn't need the reflection of the outside to know who it is. And that is what is happening to you. Shining your own light. There you go. All right, Pisces. On this, I'm going to send you all my love and light. Thank you for watching and sharing and commenting, helping the channel grow. If you want a private reading, the description is below. You write and I will send you a file with the info. Don't forget that we have 2 full moons this month, and the last one will be on the 31st, full moon in Taurus, for Halloween, Shamain. And so this is a beautiful opportunity to, because the veil between the invisible and the visible is going to be very thin. And so it's a good time to communicate, receive input, omens and whatnot. So, and we have our new moon in Libra to bring balance into our lives. So on this, thank you also for the ones of you that gave donations. It helps more than you think. And new moon, full moon, I do a little ceremony to give you back. During those crazy times, I'm sending you all my love and light so that you can keep the light and so that we can prevail. All right. See you next month, Pisces.